everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Katie Carson and welcome back to another video in our wild summer series, collection, group, I don't know, soap addicted fan club. All of the soaps made in this collection will be available to purchase on June 6th at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Before we begin, be sure to follow me on TikTok if you do that. Alternatively, you could follow me on Instagram where I have polls and other fun things. And if you want to hear from me like once a month, you can follow me on Twitter. Facebook is basically dead. I hardly use that anymore, but you can follow there too if that's all you have. If you need soap right now, there's probably still some left in the shop, though with as many people as have been buying soap recently and need soap because of certain current events, there might not be anything left. And if you need some fun summer tunes to get your groove on too, check out the playlist down below. I'm so elegant with words, they come so easily to me. And without further ado, let us make some lime and coconut milk soap. Boy, let's blend up our soap batter mixture. If you've never watched any of my soap making videos before, I'm not a great person to teach you anything. My little teaching series isn't out yet. I'm still working on getting it perfect. It has to be perfect. If you want to learn how to make soap from scratch and get like tons of recipes and all that kind of good stuff, I recommend Soap Queen now because they are the only one that's like really consistently uploading tutorials. There are other people that teach soap making, but they're not uploading anymore. And I like to keep people current with other creators on YouTube that are actually still like doing their channel. You know what I mean? I have my Cuisinart. Yes. I know it's pronounced Cuisinart. I've said Cuisinart forever, and it's like Christine saying hollow taco for hollow top coat. Like it's one of those things. I don't know what to tell you. I'm gonna blend this up for like 10 seconds. Okay, so it was a little longer than 10 seconds, bear with me. So the first thing I have to pour off is a coconut layer. Like, it's supposed to be brown, kind of gold. Honestly, I don't know why I did what I did with this design. Like, what was this thing down here supposed to be? Is this supposed to be like pie crust? I'm just like, gold tan layer. Like, is that supposed to be a coconut shell? I don't know. I'm gonna pour off about, let's say maybe 25 ounces. I'm going to add in some Aztec Gold. Alternatively, you could use Goldfinger. Aztec Gold is from TKB. Goldfinger is from Mad Micah's. Before I blend that up, I'm going to add our super secret fragrance oil blend. It smells like a blend of coconut cream, a little bit of sugar, really, really strong lime, maybe even a little bit of basil. So it smells sort of like coconut lime verbena, but a little bit sweeter. Cool, let's pour this into our 2 brambleberry molds. I've been asked before why I use brambleberry molds as opposed to any other molds, because there are plenty of mold suppliers. Nurture Soap has some really great molds. Wholesale Supplies Plus has some molds. I don't know if they have wooden ones, but they definitely have silicone ones. I just like the brambleberry shape for the bar. I feel like the bar isn't too big and it isn't too small. I feel like some of the other loaf molds are too wide. Like, it's just too big to hold. And I actually like the brambleberry sized soap. And since Brambleberry updated these liners right here, the bars are actually a little bit smaller, which I think is nice. I think it's easier to hold. Also, I think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that the Brambleberry like silicone liner and mold combo is one of the least expensive options. Their shipping is a nightmare to Texas, but the actual molds themselves are some of the least expensive options. So I have the first layer in. Let's move on to the next layer. I am going to have 3 different accent colors for this drop swirl. Into the large bucket, I am adding some Lettuce Entertain You from Mad Micah's and some Radioactive. It is a neon green. I'm also adding some titanium dioxide. I'm adding titanium dioxide into one of these containers as well, so that's just going to be white. I'm adding straight Radioactive into one of these containers, so that's going to be a very very potent green. And then I'm also adding some Let Us Entertain You into this far corner. Now, I will say this, 𝐷𝐸𝐼𝐼𝐼𝐼 has the most potent neon colors for soap making that I have personally found. Okay, this is a personal opinion. I have personally found those to be the most vibrant in a white recipe. You can see my soap batter is very, very white. I have a lot of white oils that I use in them, as opposed to say using a lot of olive oil where the soap base is, you know, a little bit green to begin with, or maybe something like extra virgin olive oil, something like that. I have tried neons from other different companies, and for the longest time I used TKB because they were less expensive, but I just found that I had to use less of the ones from 𝐷𝐸𝐼𝐼's. The only one that I don't prefer, I think, is the Blue Shocker. Blue Shocker isn't as vibrant as I would like it to me, but their pinks, their oranges, and their greens are all so vibrant. Now, the ones without white, I'm just going to blend up like this. Oh wait, I forgot, it's a neon. It will probably still need to be blended because neons are kind of hard to mix up. They leave little bits and bobs around, and if you don't mix it up with like a palette knife on a flat surface, it's just hard to get it all incorporated. Micas are a lot easier to incorporate. Got a scrapey out my little fragrance oil container. All right, let's blend. Oh yes, okay, it's at the literal perfect consistency. So let us pour into our brambleberry molds. So here's the deal with drop swirls. If your batter is too runny, you end up with what looks like teardrops, okay? Like it looks like little teardrops and it doesn't swirl together very good. If your batter is too thick, you won't get an actual swirl. So it just depends on what you're going for. Most of the time, drop swirls look good. We're just gonna pretend like I didn't completely just, oh my gosh, what is the point of even using this spatula? I'm a failure. I'm a disgrace to professional soap makers. I love drop swirls because no matter how you do them, they look good. Like, no matter what. It's not necessarily like that they're the most easiest things to do because they are pretty simple. It has to do with the end design. I love the end design on a drop swirl. I just think it's so just flea-flopping pretty. I'm trying to pour this where I can see I've poured another color so it'll break through. I think those always look the prettiest. Come on, green. Yeah. Oh wow, that's really green. Awesome. So let's mix up our soap frosting, shall we? Time to frost the soap. I'm using the soap frosting club kit today to frost the top of the soap, and yes, the tip and the bag and the everything basically that I'm using today to frost this soap is in the soap frosting club box. You can check it out at royaltysoaps.com. Let's talk about how quintessentially summer limes are. They just, I mean, I'm sorry lemons, scoot over. Limes are where it's at. And that, folks, is the question of the day right now in the middle of soap frosting. Do you prefer lemons or limes? I better see majority lime up there. I better see it! But I will say, as much as I love lime, there are some things limes don't go in, and Coke is one of them. That's right! I said it. Lime Coca-Cola is the worst. It's just like the wrong flavor. Why would you do that? I remember the summer that it came out and I was like, ugh. Why? Cherry vanilla Coke is the bomb. Like, that's the bomb. I will settle for cherry Coke, but if you get cherry vanilla, oh, that's the best. I actually did a cherry Coke soap one time. That was a couple of years ago in the summertime. That sold so quick. I can't even tell you. So many people like that. It makes me want to make it again. Maybe I should make that during my birthday month. One last little baby dollop. I don't want to put too much on there because I have a huge lime in bed and that is going to be the star of the show. So I have to make these bars a little shorter. Okay, so before I do anything, I'm going to spritz the top of this with some Sparkle Me Gold. We already have some warm toned brown on there. I feel like that's just gonna whip it all up together, and it's gonna give it a little bit of sparkle. You know how we do it over here at Royalty Soaps. We do a little bit of sparkle. And here are the lime embeds we have to put on top. Most of the color in this is lime green, like neon lime green. I was putting it on the side, but now I wonder if I should put it on the top like this. Oh, I don't know. Originally, I had always planned to have it on the side. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with putting it on the side. I'm just gonna put it up a little bit higher. Right here, maybe? Yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I try not to freak out when decisions like that come out, but it totally spins my brain right into a tizzy. You know, I was thinking about this. My mom had a lemon tree when I was younger, and I don't remember what killed it, but I remember when that thing died, we almost had to have a funeral because it was a great... Excuse me? Just put that right back in there like nobody saw the difference. La la la. Anyway, she loved that thing, and it produced really, really big juicy lemons. Like, it was great. And I think it might have frozen unexpectedly, but my mom, that was a sad day. I am way too scared to plant like any fruit, anything. That sounds like the most daunting thing in the whole world. I watched a YouTube video where this guy was like, how to get great raspberries, and he had like 10 different types of raspberries in his yard, but all the things he had to do to keep up with it, it's like a part-time job. I can't commit. Okay, one more. Excellent. And now I have colored some salt in green Vibrance mica. We're just gonna sprinkle that on top. This looks really delicious. Any type of salts on top always make it look like super festive and kind of like a drink to me. Do, 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 do. And because I always color my salts with mica, I typically put them in a little tea strainer and sort of tap out all the excess so that there aren't little like clumps of mica landing on the top of the soap. There's your little tip of the day. I may not be able to teach you how to make everything right now, but I can tell you how to color salt without it getting nasty. I thought I was gonna be done, but I think I need just a teeny tiny bit more glitter, so I'm going to use this holographic gold glitter, eco-friendly gold glitter by Crafter's Choice. I'm just gonna tap this on the alternate side. A little bit on this side. La 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 la. And that's it, folks. We are done with coconut milk and lime. You guys, the smell of this soap is filling up the entire room. It smells so good. That lime is so strong, and so is the coconut. I'm 100% pleased with this. I can't wait to see the cut in 18 to 24 hours when we come back after this quick commercial break. Y'all, I pulled this soap out of the mold and was like, sis just made a lime pie. I was trying to do like equal parts lime coconut, but this is just a key lime pie. I'm gonna turn it on its side here. This is just to protect the little limes from getting smashed. Okay, line it up with Evangeline. I think that's about even, and I'm gonna start pressing down gently. There are salts on top, and I really would rather not disturb those. It smells so good. Sometimes my fragrance oil blends don't always smell 100% how I wanted them to, but this one is gold. All right, let's pull one out of the middle here. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm looking to make sure that I'm centered on the screen in front of me, and that white is so bright, it's blowing out the screen. It just looks like, oh, the holy key lime pie coconut soap. Oh man, it just smells so good. And look at little lime baby on top. I'm so pleased with this. This gives me major 90s vibes. Perfect for the Wild Summer collection. It fits right in with everybody. I will say this, the coconut is more faint than the lime. It adds a very sweet note to this soap, and I think that in fragrance oil blends like this, coconut is sometimes mistaken for vanilla. I'm sorry, manila? manila coconut envelopes. It's sometimes mistaken for vanilla because they're both warm, kind of nutty, rich smells. Often I think coconut fragrance oil manufacturers are mixing vanilla into it to like make that scent. So this is kind of lime vanilla coconut. I can see a lot of people being like, I don't smell the coconut as much as I smell vanilla, but I can still smell it, okay? I still smell it. It is in there. 10 points for anyone who can count how many times I just said lime and coconut. Golly dog. Y'all are gonna love this one, I promise. I've been making soap for some of you people for years, which it's so bizarre to even say that, but I know some of you guys watching this video right now have been watching for years, have bought from me multiple times, and you guys like to give me a lot of feedback, which is really helpful, because like I said, I'm here to make soap for you. I'm here to be creative and exercise my like artistic abilities, but I'm also here to make soap that you guys want to see, and I really feel like this is something that a good majority of you guys are gonna like, based on the feedback I've gotten in the past on the types of smells and designs that you prefer. Okay guys, the question of the day is, do you prefer key lime pie or lemon meringue pie? I know, I'll put an option up there for all of you people who are like allergic to citrus or don't like either choice or whatever. I'll just put a pass as one of the options. But for those of y'all who enjoy both or one of the pies, please vote on the question of the day by clicking the I in the upper right hand corner of the screen. And if you would like to see me make a soap that kind of looks like a lemon meringue, this one kind of looks like key lime. If you want to see a lemon meringue, you can head on over to TikTok. I have 3 shorty videos of making that, and one of them is like my most viewed video on TikTok. It has like 33,000 views, which for me is like a whole lot. I haven't gone viral on TikTok yet, folks. It's a life goal at this point. Anyway, be sure to vote on this life or death question of the day. And thanks for tuning in. Are we pleased? Heck yes, we're pleased. I can't stop smelling this. This is probably my favorite scent of the whole month, and I'm not gonna say that it's another one. And I know how y'all are. You'll be like, Katie, why do you even use the word favorite anymore? Because you use the word favorite for every single soap, so now it's obsolete. I mean it this time. This one actually is my favorite scent, and I'll probably be taking this bar in with me to my house. You cannot have this one, it is mine. Be sure you do something fun for yourself, whether that is making a homemade pie, maybe making a homemade cake. I don't really care what you do. Just make sure you're doing something fun for yourself. Even if that's a little bitty thing that just thrills your heart, like walking outside when it's nice outside and taking a sit by yourself and hoping the cat doesn't poot on you. That's oddly specific, but I can tell you it was inspired by today's events. And I will see you back here next week on the Royalty Soaps YouTube channel for more soapy fun. Have an absolutely royal day, and bye for now. Ew.